Oh my.
We're live. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Hope you got your
I don't
shades
know
on.
what's going on here, but we'll just pretend we don't see it. This is what we do. We ignore some of the crazy that is Mr. Canuck.
We're talking about private islands. You got to have your shades out, that's for sure.
Yeah. In our rec room.
Roll
it's
that.
really bright here.
Intro.
Well, welcome to another Sunday Live. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are in the world.
I did my wardrobe change in 12 seconds. Did you see?
Oh.
Yes. Good Sunday afternoon. It is a beautiful Sunday, especially for the end of September here in Ontario.
We're having some lovely weather in Northern Ontario right now, for sure.
We do need some rain for our well. So if you're getting rain, send it our way.
Yes, we'd like to have a little bit.
Yes, but we don't like it overnight.
We're not at all picky at all. High maintenance, that's what we're called.
Oh, what are we going to talk about today? We are going to talk about private islands.
Battle of the Private Islands. Quite the heading you came up with today, Jerry.
Yeah, it's kind of it's an interesting topic this week. When we were at a private island in our vlog series, we had a lot of, should I say, passionate people about their private islands and what they like, what they don't like. So
definitely,
we thought we'd take our recent experience and translate that with previous experiences and see what all your experiences are, and we'll come up with one big mess. Yes, we're going to solve all the world's problems when it comes to private islands.
Can we design our own private island with a bit from every different cruise line? Is that what we're thinking?
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm in the middle of still building my ideal cruise ship, and
there you go.
You're going to one day see an episode or a video about that.
Oh gosh,
it's going to be rather clever. But that idealistic cruise ship is going to travel to our idealistic private island.
Oh, so okay, I see.
I think somebody had named it actually for us. What they call it? Canuck Key. That's what they're calling it.
Canuck Key.
So that's what
we want to design our own now.
Yeah, the Canuck cruise line will travel to the Canuck Key.
Oh, there you go.
Exactly. So, and the drink package will work on the island. I promise you. Oh, what are we gonna do today?
I'm sure you're gonna do housekeeping.
Do some housekeeping. You got the rest of the house clean on yesterday, so I might as well do some housekeeping now. So, if you haven't been watching, then go back this week. There was 2 days at Ocean Cay.
There was.
Also called Ocean Key. So I did look up the Cay versus Keys.
Sorry, I think I had my hair tucked behind my ear and it was bulging out or something.
So what I'm hearing is people from the islands, it's called Key, even though it looks like it's spelled K.
Okay.
And they say the best way to be able to tell a tourist sometimes is when they hear the tourist call it a K. So so basically all the
so it is key, like key
it is
to your
key.
house or key to your car.
Exactly. Even doesn't matter how many billions Royal Caribbean spends, it's still Key, it's not K.
Okay.
So it's the perfect day on a key somewhere. Yes.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to talk about today is the keys. I lost my train of thought. I was so deep in thought there. Anyways, last 2 videos, there were secret letters there.
Oh, yes.
And some of you found them easily.
Yes.
Some of you said they didn't even exist.
Yes.
Some of you didn't know you were looking for little wooden blocks with letters on it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we've been trying to help people along to see what they're looking for.
Hopefully we've clarified what it is you need to be finding.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't think we're getting any more clever at hiding them.
No.
We're just putting them in different spots every single video, which comes up with some creativity because there's only so many times you can put it in the cabin or put it beside a glass or I'm sitting kind of funny. My back's sore. Just wiggling.
High maintenance today you are.
Yeah. But so journey the secret word, remember? Morella.
Wrong cruise.
Level 8.
Oh.
It wasn't even the right rate.
Oh.
Anything.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fascinating if we could get a cruise line to sponsor this game? Wouldn't that be great, guys? I'd be looking for the letter myself. No, it is not sponsored by a cruise line.
Level 8 is offering a piece of luggage for the person that wins the draw of all the people that put the correct entries in. So be looking for the letters. Rumor is it from the people that have been sending me messages all the time about it that they have found some vowels already. So that's all I can give you. So there's been 3 letters revealed and there's definitely some vowels in there.
There is.
And I think that's all I have to say about that. So we can move on from that. We're getting the housekeeping out of the way so we can talk about private islands and say hi to all you in a second here. And the next thing that is coming up this week is our vlogs on, first of all, Sea Day.
first sea day.
And then our first port that's this cruise line had to pay port taxes at, which is Cozumel. So that's coming up this week.
Our first one was Cozumel?
Oh, I'm making stuff up.
I think he's wrong there, guys.
Ignore what's on the screen. That's wrong.
Yeah, we weren't in Cozumel for our first one.
We went to Costa Maya.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, that's where we're going to be next week at this time in our vlog series.
Right.
But we have a sea day between now and then, so be sure to check that out because we poked around the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Saw different things, a whole new buffet for us to try new food at, so that was exciting.
Mm.
Yes, and we found a weird looking chicken sandwich with a blue bun, believe it or not. So,
Ooh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Someone tried it.
I did.
The brave one.
Yeah. Every time he wants to try something, here, you try it first. Let me know whether I'd like it, which is weird because we don't share any of the same tastes of liking things. It's very rare that we like the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So generally I say, oh, I can't stand it, but you probably will like it.
Cheers.
Yeah.
We're on water because we're in between cruises and we're trying to get ourselves all worked up and into Olympic form for heading to where the first Olympic Games were in Greece.
True.
That was a nice segue, wasn't it?
Yeah, good job. Yeah. Trying to
Mm-hmm.
get ourselves in fit for all the thousands of steps we'll be doing every day on the protocols in the Mediterranean.
Yes,
for sure.
That's the Europeans like keeping us walking. We go over there. So
that's good.
Yeah, we're up there. I think we're doing about 5 miles a day right now in our walking routine. So
Okay.
Yep, we're almost ready to go. Unlike those Caribbean cruises, I don't have to do any training at all. Just
lifting your arm, having a cool cocktail, poolside or oceanside.
And for those that are already on our patrons, you're going to see a couple of those videos a little bit earlier. Probably a day or two, we'll get them released to our patrons first, and then we'll have them out to everyone else. Hopefully by Wednesday and Saturday, maybe a day early for. It depends when the editing's done. I'm almost done the editing for the sea day. Anyways,
yeah, should be close.
And all we have a whole bunch of different things going on. Won't talk about them all because it takes up precious time. But pretty well go to our website, cruisingcanucks.ca, and you'll find out about our email list, our Facebook group. Our Facebook group's been going crazy lately. I think we're like heading over 700 people and growing.
Yeah, and thank you for all of our loyal followers that have been with us for so long and been welcoming new people to the Facebook group. I love it when I log on and check out Facebook and I see that there's already been 10 or 15 familiar names of people that have welcomed people and are engaged in conversations. And that's why we formed the Facebook group, was so that people that love to cruise can have a safe, positive platform to sort of talk about their experiences and ask their questions. And so, yeah, a few times this week I checked in and I was like, oh, wow, this is great. So-and-so already answered this question and said exactly what we would say. And, so yeah, I'm really enjoying the engagement and the growth going on in the Facebook group for sure. And
speaking of numbers, we are heading probably tonight at some point. Depends how many people will subscribe as they're watching this. Subscribe. But we'll break over hopefully 7,000 subscribers. So that's a new number for us,
That's exciting.
Yes, it's not 400,000, but we're getting closer.
400,000. Careful what you wish for. That would be chaos in my mind, I think.
That's what Gary wished for and he got it.
Oh, there, Gary. Yeah, that's true. He's 400,000. That's crazy.
Tips for travelers. Yeah, Gary's up there and we're coming for him now.
Oh, yeah, right.
7,000.
At our 7,000. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, before we get into our private island discussion, talk, and debate.
Okay.
And we're going to come back and forth. We're going to do some live question and answers with you about that.
Mm.
We'll say hi, everybody. Does that work for you? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Your first one's up there. I don't think Dave's even on right now. I think he joined to say hi and then he left us.
Yeah, Dave's sent a message basically saying he's busy. And then he asked a very detailed cruise question. My best piece of advice is you need a travel agent.
Dan the man, we hear is good in
Europe. I was
Europe.
just going to say, from England, maybe you need to reach out to Dan the man. Because, we can't really answer that. We would have no idea, or at least I wouldn't. And can you share anything on the...
Well, I kind of scrolled through the comments from Dave there. There was 3 separate ones. He was looking for a 20-day cruise. It had to be cheap. It had to be last minute, but it was in 2024. It had to go Southampton into the Med and then back over across to the Caribbean. So there's a lot of moving pieces there.
The only thing I'll say is I don't think there's anything cheap when it comes to travel, no matter what type of travel you're doing in the world right now, currently. Travel is so popular that everything's selling out and we're not seeing the deals that we saw even prior to COVID, right?
As far as last minute deals, there's the odd one out there. We kind of felt like we got a last minute deal on MSC. There's usually decent price cruises for transatlantic. So, and also sometimes the longer the cruise, the less it is per day.
That's true.
So there is some opportunity there, but yeah, last minute for 2024, 25 is probably a little far away. Yeah. So, but if Dave has any more questions, I'm sure he'll reach out to us, but I don't think he's on right now. If he is, we'll find out later on when he tells us that wasn't helpful.
Sorry. Hi, Wanda and Paul. Thanks for joining, guys.
And Gaetan is here.
Hi, Sheila and Gates. Are you guys getting excited? They're going to be on the Princess ship at the same time we are. Enchanted. Looking forward to it.
I've never heard Gaetan shortened as Gates.
Oh, there you go.
That's much easier.
It's much easier for us. Thanks.
You know us, we're challenged with words.
Oh, I am worse than you are, but yes. Bruce and Tawny just made it back from a little road trip, I guess, for the weekend.
Georgia?
In Georgia. Nice. Looking forward to Barcelona. Yes, we're looking forward to meeting them in person. We're going to be able to see them in Barcelona before we get on the cruise ship.
Stephen has a question already.
All right. Now that you've been on both MSC and Marella, which one do you prefer? Oh, that's a good question. Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't say anything.
You were about to.
I was going to say we'll probably have different answers on this.
I think I would go with Marella just because I loved the nightlife and the entertainment, and the evenings were so much fun. And of course, the glass house was marvelous during the day. But I would go with Marella because of that.
I definitely like MSC's private island more than Morella's.
We didn't have one with them.
Marella doesn't have a private island.
Yeah.
Not that we know of. And then I think MSC's food beat out Morella's food.
I would say the main dining room food, it did.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, yeah.
And even their buffet food. But they definitely didn't come close with the scones. Marella wins on the scones and the afternoon tea for sure. Yeah,
it's tough. If they were the exact same price, I probably would lean towards Marella just because the nightlife and the atmosphere. But MSC is pretty close. So yeah. It was a tough one. When we saw the question earlier, we snuck a peek and saw it, and we thought, oh, that's a tough question. So we had time to practice our answers.
Did we? Well, we didn't really, because I didn't know what you were going to say.
Scott is here.
Good morning. Fall is arrived in Oregon, is it?
Our leaves are changing here. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Maybe it happens in Oregon. I'm sure it does.
We have leaves falling around us, even though it's still very nice and warm out.
And Captain Ahab, southeastern Florida.
No cruises for another 6 weeks. That's not too long.
Let me move your questions down.
Oh, just lost it. There we go.
James and Kitty Cat are up next for you.
Hello. Welcome, guys.
From sunny California.
And Carol's here from California also. Hi,
I hear
Carol.
California is, or at least is going to be a little cooler than what it normally is this time of year. It's the opposite of what we're seeing.
Oh, really?
If my forecast is correct. If it's incorrect, that's wrong.
Fran from Victoria. The fall season has hit us. Last day of summer was hot and sunny. First day of fall, lukewarm and rainy. Not sure what's going on to do today, but we need the rain. Yeah, we feel that too. We need it here.
BC definitely needs it with all the forest fires over there.
Exactly.
And Shady Hill Homestead is here saying hello.
Hello.
And
Kylie, hi.
She's here.
From old London town. Good to be with you. Thanks for joining us.
And Minsek Mapia.
Oh, good for you. Good afternoon from Barbados. Hope you both had a fantastic week, and we'll have an even better one coming. I'm going on the Marella cruise in November. Oh, exciting. We've been looking at I guess I shouldn't say anymore, but
you can say what you want.
We've been looking at that possibility too. Obviously not in November, where our dance card's a little full for that month, but
yeah, we were looking at Morella's going out of Jamaica in December. We actually got a little reminder that Google keeps sending us messages every couple of days. Now, if you have this option now, but we've been playing with it.
Yes.
Telling us what the price of the flight is every time it changes. So some days it goes up by 100, some days it goes down by 100.
Yeah. Gives us a little text message and notification and lets us know whether it's a good price or not such a good price.
Yeah. If the price goes down another 900, we'll be close to booking that
another 900. Don't think we'll have to worry about that happening. Hi, Andrea.
Andrea's here.
From Long Island.
And blah, blah, blah is here.
Hi there.
Nick is here.
Good afternoon.
Oh, I didn't put Nick Bradford. Up. Let me click on Nick for also. There we go.
Bradford.
And Sabine is here.
from Germany.
Wow.
Enjoyed your MSC vlog. So good. Good.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
a few more coming.
Okay.
And
Journeys with June and Brady. Happy Sunday. Yes.
And Angela's here.
Joe and Angela in Kentucky need a private island with a drink package, beautiful beaches, and a lazy river. Oh, yes. She's getting right into it. Yep.
I've never seen a lazy river. If
Oh.
there is one, I suspect I know where it is, but somebody will probably correct me.
Right.
I've seen lazy rivers in like condos in Myrtle Beach.
We've seen them in hotels.
We've seen them in like big hotel, water parks.
Like Great Wolf Lodge, that sort of thing. Water parks, for sure.
And we'll talk more about the ideal private island. We're not ignoring that.
We're
getting
move
there.
on. Yeah. We have a new subscriber. Yes, we've been messaging back and forth. Welcome. Thanks for joining us on our live. Haven't found a letter yet. Love your chemistry together. What a lovely couple. Oh, thank you. That's lovely.
I'm not sure whether this is the same person. I did send a message off to someone saying, go back on our last awards ceremony video for the secret letter. We do a flashback where all the letters are. So it'll give you an idea what you're looking for and kind of where we tuck them in spots. So that might help you with looking for the new ones. But they are out there.
Huh. Oh, I like the next one.
Mark?
Hi, Mark. Oh, cool. Caught a live while at work. Don't tell my boss. Good job. Oh.
And Jules is from California. Another California. We need to get back to California. We have a lot of people out there.
No,
we
that's
can meet.
right.
And Mrs. Canuck's earrings are so cute.
Oh, thank you. I thought the dress has this little color in it, so it matched. I could make it sort of pop. Thanks.
And Kylie never gets the letters.
I miss the letters.
Kylie's not alone in that. We've heard a few people say that they get to the end of the video like, oh, I forgot to look for the letter. So
I just got a message last night. Oh, damn. I just finished watching the third one. I have to go back because I forgot about the letter.
Yeah, that's the opposite of my mother. She watches for the letter and misses all the content, I think. Angela?
My cruise ship private island ranking: Labadee, Grand Turk, Half Moon Cay, and then Coco Cay. Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Okay. Well, since Angela put the gloves on, then we discussed this before about what we would consider a private island. And will we consider places that are kind of little pieces of a main island somewhere that's not in the ocean to be part of a private island? So
like Grand Turks, for instance, if you've been there.
Or Labadee, or Montego, Mahogany Bay in Roatan for Carnival.
For Carnival Corporation ships.
So, but we kind of are considering those two. Even it's a little bit, because even some of the ones in the Bahamas are actually part of a bigger island. It's just one piece, like Princess Keys.
Well, I think for me the criteria was anywhere that I can get on a beach share and not have to pay to rent that beach share. Kind of means to me, feels like that it's a private corporate, like part of that area is owned by a cruise ship, and you can do that without having to pay.
Does there have to be a beach?
Oh, are you saying there could just be a pool?
Yeah.
Oh, so now I'm thinking about Amber Cove.
Yeah.
There's no beach, but there is a pool and lounge chairs all around the pools. Oh,
but
I never thought of that.
You can rent the over the ocean cabanas and jump in the water.
Yeah.
So is that a private island?
I mean, I guess it can be considered a private spot, but it would never hit my top ranking, because for me, most of you know that I want to go snorkeling while I'm at the private island, so I can't do that in a pool.
I like pools.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah, they're probably much higher on the list of priorities for you than they are for me.
And Kylie's here? Oh, Kylie's already here. Yeah. She's just saying ooh to the Greek islands.
The Greek islands.
I thought she was in the Greek islands.
No, she's in London.
Oh, we should have clicked one more time.
Oh, so of course, it's not on my screen, but I can read your little. Sorry, forgot to add Amber Cove with Lazy River. That's right. That has the Lazy River all around it.
So we have been
and
to
we
one.
have done that. Yeah.
I make stuff up all the time.
Yeah, awful. We forgot that, but yes.
That's right. Yeah.
It is a nice one.
You're right there.
Yeah, I see
on your screen, so you don't steal my screen. And Harlan is here.
Hello.
From Ohio. And Fran.
12 days, 12 hours, 14 or 4 minutes until my Conningsdam Hawaii cruise. Not that I'm counting. Exciting. Yeah, I would be too. Getting ready to get on that one. Nice.
And Harlan says, when in Greece and other European areas, how severe is the language barrier?
We have not ran into any issue with it where we have gone.
I'm trying to think of any time in Europe I felt there was a language barrier. A little bit, maybe with our limo driver from the airport to the hotel. Like rented car, it wasn't really a limo. It was just a airport shuttle.
He could still speak English.
A little bit, not a lot.
He wasn't maybe comfortable speaking as much as, there might have been a few things missed in communication there, but no, generally we've been very fortunate that, I maybe sounds a little selfish, but so many people from all over the world speak English as their second language. And here's Jerry and I only having English as our language. I feel a little bit bad that I can't speak more of another language.
A little un peu français.
Yeah, you did pretty well in Paris or in France with it.
You've seen what we do. We go and we eat a lot. So we go into these little cafes in Europe. We can't speak the language. There's a lot of pointing at stuff and then kind of holding our money out and hoping they take the right amount from us because we don't know.
Well, we don't generally do that with the money part, but we use a credit card a lot of times too. Right?
A little bit in Spain.
In Spain?
Yeah, with the lobster rolls and stuff like that. There was a little bit of a language.
Oh yeah, there was there. In that one spot in Spain was definitely, we were sort of off the beaten touristy thing and we found an open air market that was absolutely wonderful. And so yeah, there was a lot of pointing and just giving money at that point. You're right. I forgot about that. Yeah,
one of the places in Europe that I found a big language barrier was in England. And it was in our stop at Holyhead. And we had this Welsh driver, and I didn't even know he was speaking English. The accent was so strong, and Welsh have their own, there's a different language in there too. I was so confused.
Yeah, I had to be the interpreter there. I had no problem understanding everything he was saying, but yeah, Jerry did. He would just give me this puzzled look a few times. But no, I would say for the most part, we're very fortunate that so many people speak English as a second language.
But the question is kind of to you. You've been to Greece. They're asking, Harlan's asking about Greece specifically is mentioned.
Yeah, I didn't find an issue when I did a Mediterranean cruise 12 years ago with my mom, and it was pretty Greece intense with some Italy in it also. But we did 3 stops, I believe, in Greece and had no issues whatsoever anywhere. Mm-hmm.
There you go. Yeah, so we haven't had a problem. We haven't had to use like a Google Translate app, even though we did have it loaded on our phone and we had internet available. So that was kind of our backup plan was to use the new technology to be able to translate if we were in a situation we had to communicate and we couldn't with someone. So that was our backup. But we haven't ever had to use it. So And Brenda says fall came too early to Nova Scotia.
Barely had summer. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah.
The maritime summer kind of almost came in spring. It was like
that's true.
Had some fires, dry weather, hot
weather. Dry weather right at the beginning.
Then it rained forever. Well. Yeah. And Nick wants to know what Athens cruise you're going on. I think the Athens part of our cruise is sold out.
Is Athens
the second part? Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. But yeah, we're going on Princess into the Mediterranean for 22 days, and one of the stops in there is Athens.
Yes. So we're actually leaving from Barcelona, and it'll be 22 days on the Enchanted Princess.
And Bob and Steve say it's still hot in Houston.
Yeah, I bet.
Question?
Okay.
Oh,
I can't see it.
You can't see the question? It's a secret question.
There we go.
It's from Journeys.
Could you tell me what steps you had to take to get your same status as the other ships when you crossed MSC? Thank you so much. Love watching your vlogs. Okay, you can probably answer that because you're the one that did it. And
I did it before COVID, so it's many years ago.
But they still do offer it.
Yeah, I believe so. But you go on their website. This doesn't be much help, but somewhere on their website, you click a thing.
Click a thing.
And you get to a part where you have to say that you want a status match. Now, what we had to do specifically is we had to say what cruise line and what status we had there, and they would match it. The proof we had to give was like I believe we had to send. I had to send actually a copy of all my cruises. We used Carnival for ours, all of our Carnival cruises, and I think a picture of even a platinum Carnival card to prove we were platinum with all those number of cruises.
If you have an issue with doing that online, I do know just because I was having issues with mine being recognized after Jerry had done the online stuff. There is an MSC Voyagers Club. If you Google that, it will give you a 1-800 number that you can call and talk to a person, and they can help you with that. But yeah, MSC Voyagers Club. And then I even put in status match in the search, and I was able to get something, a number that brought me to someone that dealt with just that particular part of it. Hope that helps.
So yeah, go on their site and they'll give it a try. It's all there for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Carol does say it's cooler in California, so we know that's true.
Wearing socks today. Well,
Heidi Time has a question for you.
Okay. Where did you get that floaty that you blew up when you're okay. Yeah, well, Jerry can we have a link to that. Maybe you should answer that.
Oh, so yeah, the best way to find it, instead of us trying to describe it so you could find it on Amazon, is just go to cruisingcanucks.ca, and we have a part of the website, a page called Gear. And if you look for that, then we have a whole bunch of links for different things you see in the videos. The floaty is there, and I don't even know the exact name of it because we've had so many people that we just kind of, everybody goes and gets the floaties, but and it's not a lot of money either. I want to say it's
I forget now.
$15, $18. I think it's under $20.
But I do think there's a couple different ones, because I've had some people tell me that they've bought some and theirs they can't blow up with their mouth. They need to have a different mechanism to do that, like a hand pump or something, whereas mine is no problem. If you watched the video, you saw that I was blowing it up while Jerry was filming me this time. But it doesn't take long to blow it up, and I've never had an issue with not being able to do it.
Yeah, it's durable. It packs up really small in the suitcase. We've had it for, I don't know how long, a couple of years at least, since we came back to cruising.
Oh yeah, I think I got it prior to COVID, so it's been a while.
We used it on every cruise so far.
Well, I didn't bring it to Europe with me last year.
Okay.
But our Caribbean cruises, I didn't bring it to Alaska either. Right?
Yeah. Mark says he has to watch twice to find the letter. There you go. And I can't read the name there on that one. Taliesin says they're leaving on Friday for Mariner,
Bermuda, and Coco Cay.
Oh, there's a private island.
Coco Cay.
Oh, that's the debate.
That's the debate.
So that is one of what we can figure are 2 private islands we haven't been to.
Yeah, we haven't been to that one yet.
We haven't been to Stirrup Cay. We have been to a Norwegian private island, but not that one. And we haven't been to Coco Cay. It's not that we don't want to.
No.
We haven't found a cruise that seems priced appropriately for our budget to get there. But then we're not feeling, at least I'm not, I think we have a different opinion on this. I'm not feeling too sad because I don't know. I prefer the quiet palm tree overlooking a beach to the water slides, hot air balloons, and wave pools, right? So that's a little different for me.
Again, this goes back to a conversation I was having on Facebook with someone. It depends on what type of cruise you want to book as to what you're looking for, right? If we were traveling with teenagers, I think that'd be a great place to go for the day with them and have a blast. But yeah, you're probably not going to go down the water slides with me, so I'd be doing it by myself.
Yeah, we prefer those. Get off, and it's just free to do whatever you want.
Is that what you just said?
We. I made the decision.
Jerry's a little afraid of doing anything too adventurous, if you don't know that already about himself. Whereas I would prefer to be doing zip lining and water rides and stuff like that. But you prefer the beach chair. And don't get me wrong, I love that too. But sometimes I want the excitement of other things too. All right, move on.
Just keep attacking me.
Attacking you.
The theme of this week's video will be attacking Jerry.
He's upset because I made fun of his hair in the next video. You guys will have to watch that and tell me if you thought I was mean.
No, upset. I laugh all the time with all your crazy. And Carol's here from Ottawa, Ontario. .ca.
Welcome.
And Atlanta, Nassau, Great Lazy River.
Scroll up on my side.
Oh, you can't see anything about Nassau? We have.
Oh, yes.
We have been there.
Yeah.
But we did not do the Lazy River, right?
No, we just went through it. You had to pay to use it.
Yeah.
We didn't pay.
Yeah. And your first letter this time was so hard to find. This is Fran. But I did finally found it. Took many times watching it.
I thought I won gold. I remember Fran you messaging saying you were struggling with it. I'm glad you found it. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what letter that was.
I'll tell you later, but not right now while everybody's
I'm
on.
trying to remember
Okay,
where it
move
was.
on.
I'm thinking.
I know.
Wanda. Whoops. What happened to Wanda? There she is.
Good day, Mr. and Mrs. Canuck. Have you been on the Royal Island? Yeah. So no, we haven't, but I really want to get there.
Mm-hmm. I might make that a ship day for me.
Oh, yeah. I'll go vlog by myself for the day.
Give her the camera. And Peter thinks he's here.
Yeah, you're here, Peter.
No, I can't confirm that, Peter. And Joanna is here from Michigan.
Hello.
Right across the St. Mary's River. And from Washington State, they just got home.
Hey, can you scroll my screen?
Oh,
no, I'm still there. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, we're good.
Kylie's up next.
Okay. You can definitely get by without the language in Europe. Most Europeans know enough for you to get by. Yeah, that's exactly our experience.
Which is nice of them.
Yeah, exactly. I feel very appreciative of it. I do, for sure.
I'm sure they come to North America and do not have the same experience if they can't speak English.
Yeah, true enough.
Yeah. And Fran says she envies you. She loves Barcelona.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to it.
Our Barcelona adventure last time was average to less than average. We didn't have a great day in Barcelona. It was hot to begin with, and yeah, we didn't just pick the right thing to do. It wasn't.
Yeah, we're sort of looking at going to Barcelona as a do-over right now, and we've booked to fly in, so we have a few days to actually do that, because when we were there last year, the main reason we didn't have a great time in Barcelona was because I was unwell that day, and I ended up calling the day short and went back and slept in the cabin most of the afternoon. And so we're hoping that we are well enough to enjoy it, and we're looking at doing some things that we wanted to do last time that we didn't have the opportunity to do.
Yeah, so, we've heard from so many people that they love Barcelona. That we just really didn't get a good shot at it last time to do everything we wanted. So this time, since we're going out of there, we're going to be there early. So we're going to have a whole day to do some stuff, and we'll show you what we find to do. So that's only a few weeks away now.
Okay.
Joanna from Michigan, really like watching your videos.
Thanks. Have fun finding the letters too. What has been your favorite cruise so far? Oh, wow. Your favorite cruise so far. I think I'll answer first. My favorite cruise was probably our first 12 days on the Pride. I loved last year when we went from Dover. So we spent a few days in London, which has always been a bucket list spot for me to visit. So that just started the trip off great, London. And then we went to some beautiful, beautiful ports in Portugal and Spain and France and Amsterdam. We were in Amsterdam. And yeah, so overall, we've been very fortunate to cruise some wonderful places. But for me, that's the best top 12, that 12-day cruise. Or 10-day. Was it a 10-day? No, it was 12.
12.
Yeah.
What's
yours?
I do not know.
You don't know what your favorite one was? Oh, wow. And I had my answer right like that.
I love little bits of all of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to say. I seem to like the first time I do with any cruise line. So like all the first times I did with any cruise line, I seem to enjoy the very first one.
Yeah, that's true. He does, which is strange because he generally likes to stay in his comfort zone.
Yeah, I would say the first Carnival ever, which was our first cruise ever, I loved. Our first Holland America we loved, and then also cruising was taken away from us. First Morello we loved. First Norwegian we ever did we loved.
Yeah.
So yeah, it seems that all those first ones are good ones. Yeah. So
there you go. We'll have to get him on to keep trying new cruise lines.
Just not Virgin.
Just not Virgin. See, he's very hesitant to do a Virgin cruise. Maybe you'll love it. You don't know.
Angela says they're going to the French Polynesian Islands in 30 days. In 30 days. Back to back. Celebrity. I'm confused. There's a lot of letters and numbers.
Yeah. We're heading on the 32 North Princess French Polynesia cruise in 30 days and back to back 6-night Celebrity Cabo.
And 5 days.
And 5 days later, 10-night. Oh yeah, no. 10-night Amazon. Azamara, sorry, in Southern Caribbean. We'll start packing soon. Love the packing. Oh, do you love packing still? I'm at the point where I used to love packing. I was so excited to be able to go away. Now I like, oh my gosh, I got to pack again. It seems like a job,
It looks like,
but it is exciting.
21 That's 53 nights, I think, if I got my math right. It's a long
Is it?
time. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Nice. That sounds exciting.
Angela's here from New Brunswick.
Hello.
Gary says he likes his t-shirts.
Oh, good.
So yeah, thank you, Gary, for buying it. I don't think he bought this one. This is one of the ones that's on the site.
Yeah.
This is Connect designed. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Thank you, Gary.
yeah, we got a few people buying the shirts. We had Ruth bought one this week as well. I'm not sure if Ruth is on today, but yeah. And we're working on a group cruise shirt as well for those that are going to be on the group cruise.
Mm-hmm.
So we're kicking around some ideas there. Tried to sign up. I think this is about the MSC status match, but it didn't work for me. And so also, this is across the board very common for MSC is that the kind of the head office behind the scenes stuff seems clunky. Is a nice way to put it. And so when we did submit our stuff to status match, we didn't hear anything back. We didn't think it worked either. In fact, I submitted several times. Finally, I had to email them saying, did you get anything? Did I submit the right things? And they said, oh yeah. And then it just takes them a long time. So maybe calling them, as Jill suggests, in tandem with trying to do it online or either one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have to get somebody on the phone, perhaps.
Yeah, their web.
That's the only thing that worked for me.
Yeah, their website can be cumbersome.
Mm-hmm.
And Journey says, thank you for the advice. Mm-hmm. And Angela likes your black and white dress.
Oh, in the last video. Thanks. The one that you called what? Starboard or whatever?
No, I said that the starboard side had zebra stripes.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Fran has a technical question for you.
Can you use floaties in the pools on the ship? Great question.
Have we tried?
I've never seen anybody do it, and I've never tried it.
I'll have to go back and I usually try to videotape the rules for the pools. I'll have to see rules for pools. I'll have to see if that is a rule that you can't take inflatables in. I'm not sure.
Right.
For some reason, I know a lot of public pools and stuff are that way.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm sorry, I don't know the answer.
We'll have to try that.
Yeah.
On Princess.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not bringing it to the Mediterranean.
Why not?
Well,
we'll be swimming.
Yeah, that's true. I was just thinking I'm not snorkel. Yeah, maybe we'll bring it. We'll see.
Brenda says Royal Caribbean just opened an adults only area on Coco Cay.
And so do you have to pay for that? Is my question, Brenda. Is that an extra fee to be in the adults only area?
I wonder if it is or isn't. Yeah, because I know that the MSC Yacht Club area has their own separate part of the private island.
Yeah,
so,
like you have to be a part of the yacht club.
The yacht club. So yeah, so there is those options, and there's other places that have cabanas, different upsell type of features. So yeah, wondering if that's the same on Royal Caribbean, or whether that's free. And do we like the new mustard drills?
Yes, it's way better than standing outside on the side of the ship listening in the heat, especially if you're doing a Caribbean cruise and you're sandwiched in there with thousands of people. And oh yeah, I much prefer the way mustard drills have been since COVID as opposed to prior to COVID, for sure.
Yeah, I think there's only one time that I've actually felt any heat and humidity during a muster drill since COVID. And it was when we were on one of the Holland America ships. Remember we went to the big lineup and they made us go outside and back into the ship? And
yeah, that's true.
But it was just kind of because there's a long line, not because you had to go outside for the muster drill, but it was kind of odd the way they routed us.
They had such a long line of people waiting to get their cards scanned that we had to sort of wait outside in a line outside. But it was very fast moving. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And James and Kimmy Cat agree that you're a meanie?
That I'm a meanie?
That they agree it's okay to have a quiet time on the beach?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoy it. Our last 2 days that we were at, I can't think of the name right now, Ocean Cay. There we go. It was, and the second day, here's a pro tip. If you are going to do this and have 2 days there, the second day, it seemed like everybody stayed on the ship. We basically had the whole lagoon area by ourselves. There might have been 10 other people there with us. It was crazy. So we really enjoyed that.
And they don't even snorkel. You have to teach Kimmy Cat how to snorkel when she goes on the group cruise with us in February.
Yeah, for sure.
Wanda wants to know what's on Jerry's shirt. What's it say? You designed it.
It says, "Come on, let's cruise." And it's got the Cruising Canucks logo there. And I don't know if you can see the rest of it, but it's the world and a cruise ship in the ocean. Yeah.
Hi, Canucks from a screeched in honorary Newfie from San Antonio,
Oh,
Texas.
hello.
Did you have to put your foot in a bucket of salt water? That's
Right.
what I want to know.
Or in the actual ocean.
Yeah,
If you're by the water, that's what you do. You put your
that's-
foot in the actual ocean.
Yeah, so I'm curious because I didn't have that done, so I'm not sure if I've officially been screeched in.
Right. You didn't do that because he had it done in a pub. So he wasn't, there was no salt water involved. Yeah, you might have to go back and do it the correct way.
I'm hearing that the C in Barcelona is silent. Barcelona? I don't know. That's news.
Yeah, you've got me.
News to me. Barcelona is one of our favorites, is what Warren is saying. And Kylie says has lots of suggestions for eating in Barcelona.
Great.
Yeah, I'm not sure that'll be helpful. We don't usually eat a lot.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Have you ever lied a bigger lie ever?
We just walk and eat lettuce all the time. Well, that's our home life.
Yeah, that's our home life right now, unfortunately.
Vlogging our home life would be extremely boring.
I am going, what am I at? I'm officially at 20 hours and 30 minutes without any food right now. We're doing the intermittent fasting. Yeah.
And we have someone here from the Belle Province. Jennifer's here from Montreal,
Jennifer.
Quebec.
Hello.
And Andrea says she status matched MSC pretty quickly.
Within 2 days. Nice.
There you go. So when it works, it works. But when it doesn't,
You follow up.
Yeah, it's And an inflatable, no issues in the pool. Kylie is saying in the next comments.
Thanks,
there you go. Yeah. And how many cruises have you been on is a question that just come up.
So we will be getting on our 40th cruise in a few weeks. So we've done 39 right now. So the Enchanted for 22 days will be the 40th cruise. Yeah, we're quite excited about that one.
Warren did not put his foot in salt water, but he did kiss the cod.
Yeah, well, there you go. You have to kiss the cod.
I kissed a frozen cod, but it had been kissed so many times the lips were thawing out.
As if.
I'm not even making that up.
Okay.
That is the truth. Jennifer wants to know if you use the casino.
I haven't seen you guys play or talk about winning or losing. So check out our carnival vlogs and you'll see that. But no, Jerry and I are both very poor at casino playing. Or I don't know. Anyways, we have dabbled with it a little bit. Obviously, you can't film when you're in a casino, so it's not really a vlogging thing that you can do. We tried to film it a little bit, maybe on Carnival, or we just talked about it afterwards. Maybe that's what it was. But yeah, we're really good at leaving a deposit at the casino and then going on with our evening. That's our luck.
And I'm seeing that from Michigan, Brian is saying that they've been on Norwegian Carnival, Princess Royals. I'm thinking Private Islands.
Yeah.
From what I can tell, they're saying their favorite is Royal. The
snorkeling, the swim up pool, and the food is the best. There you go. You could go to the swim up pool and I can go snorkeling. The Spanish say the C as a TH.
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Okay.
There you go. We're going to have to listen to people when we're in Barcelona.
Oh, God.
And see what it sounds like. Did the cod slip you some tongue?
I hope not. He was frozen.
If I just say Barcelona so many times, my tongue will be out enough to kiss the cod with some tongue. Yes. We ran out of words.
Oh, there you go.
That's it.
We're caught up. All right. So let's go.
Private Island. So
Island.
Let's debate. I think we're going to break this into categories.
We are. And we want your involvement. So we're right down at we want you to put in your comments. We're going to ask you what part of each one and then give us your comment. So what category are we starting with?
Category, okay. I have to get my answers in my mind first.
Oh.
Private Island with the absolute most serene, best beach.
Best beach. So let us know what you think.
What do you think is the best beach?
The best beach of a private island.
Doesn't have to be your favorite. You could hate the rest of the island, but the beach what's your favorite?
Best beach.
I know what mine is. We're waiting for other people to come in and comment here.
Okay. What is yours?
It's tough, but I think it is going to be Half Moon Key, just because the sand is so white, so soft. It's so quiet there. Yeah.
That's funny. I was going to say Half Moon Key also. The sand is beautiful there.
Yeah. Although
for sure.
Mahogany Bay is a close second. I really have always loved Roatan. Mahogany Bay is really nice.
But there is some seaweed and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So when I think the best beach, it doesn't come to my mind. The best beach for me is like sandy and no rocks, which unfortunately means there's no snorkeling around there either. But
Okay.
yeah.
Let's see if anybody agrees with you.
Okay.
Okay. Angela's vote.
Okay. Labradee. See, we can't comment on that one. We haven't been there. So yeah. Okay. That makes me want to go there for sure.
That's in Haiti. It's Royal Caribbean land.
Yeah.
I think Celebrity goes there too, I believe. And Cheryl is voting with me.
Half Moon Key. Yeah. Gary agrees.
Gary's Half Moon Key.
Yeah, we're there too.
Jules is Ocean Cay, but she hasn't been there
yet. Yeah, she hasn't been on her first cruise yet. Best beach is NCL in the Great Stirrup. Is that the NCL one, or they have two private beach resort places? So the other one is Belize.
What's it called? It has another name too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Stirrup Key is Bahamas, and I forget what the other one's called now. But yeah, there is one in Belize. We've been to that one. And I'm just
Bruce and Tawny say we have limited experience, but the beauty of Grand Turk made us fall in love with it. Nice.
Yeah, we debated Grand Turk as well, because like a lot of cruise lines stop in there, even non-Carnival from time to time.
Yes.
Plus, it's also just an island where a whole bunch of other people live as well. So it's just kind of like a port in a way, but it's also been developed by Carnival, that dock. So yeah, it's kind of in that category of private island or not, but yeah.
See, and I'm going to go back to saying that MSC's private island that we were just on has one of the best beaches because the sand is just as good as it is at Half Moon Cay. And what I like about it too is that it's not one long beach. There's different beach areas. So it doesn't feel like you're on this long beach with hundreds of people. You have little beaches that aren't overly crowded because you have different options of where to be that spread it out. So
yeah, for sure.
I might be stuck with that one.
And it'll be interesting to see what happens. It seems that a lot of cruise lines have private islands now, private beaches. And Carnival's always kind of had the land-based ones like Grand Turk and Mahogany Bay and Roatan. But now they're moving into the game with Celebration Key that's going to open in 2025. So that'll be a new private island that's going to be available for Carnival's largest ships. So that'll be interesting to see what's there. Some of the pictures I've seen doesn't look like it's going to be a reproduction of Coco Cay, but more like some of the other private islands we've seen already. But there's also multiple phases on some of these islands. Good example is Ocean Key.
Ocean Key, yeah.
So next year, Ocean Key is getting a bit of a facelift, a $100 million project to do some infrastructure and some outward-facing, visitor improvements. So we're kind of hoping some of that's food.
We are, because if there was anything that we didn't like, and after watching 2 days of the videos now, is that the food was definitely a miss. It was definitely, in my opinion, the worst food we've ever had on an island beach day. The French fries were good. So that's what I ate the second day. Just had French fries and didn't try with any meat or anything else. But
so here's the problem with the private beach comparison. There is no food on Grand Turk, so you can't say it's good or bad. There is no food at Amber Cove. There is no food at Mahogany Bay.
Included food, right?
So we're talking free included food. You can get upcharge food at a lot of private islands.
Yeah, for sure.
So when we talk food, we're kind of just thinking
Princess Key.
Yep.
Half Moon
Key. I'm not sure. Great Stirrup Key has drinks included. I'm not sure if there's food included or not.
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't think
Brian
the
might know.
Norwegian one had one.
Yep. And then you've kind of got a weird situation with Virgin. They've got Bimini, which they kind of use that as kind of like a private island, but not exactly, with the beach club there, the World Resort. Sunset Beach came in as a favorite on Ocean Key.
Yeah.
They even know the names of the beaches.
Yeah.
We didn't even, after 2 days, I didn't know the names of the beaches. And Brian says, yes, Stirrup Key was what he was talking about. Brian wants to try Grand Turk.
Yeah, Grand Turk is nice. Although from a snorkeling standpoint, the last time we were there, it wasn't nice because they had dredged the area to get Carnival's newest, biggest ship in. And so the snorkeling used to be one of my favorite places to go because the snorkeling was so good and it was really, really poor. So hopefully that's not the way it stays.
And Jules says she's got some cruises booked. I thought maybe she was saying second and third cruise. Oh. Like first, yeah. Kind of answering a previous question about cruises. And Angela says Labadee for sure. Celebrity, I mean, that she was tainted by having an overwater the cabana.
Oh, yeah.
That's
that would be nice. We would love to do that.
Yeah, we wanted to do that forever. We just haven't done it. We've thought about doing it. We almost booked it at Amber Cove, but we didn't.
And I'm kind of glad we didn't actually when we looked at it in Amber Cove, because I think maybe that's not the best experience place to do it. I didn't really want to be in that water. It was not as clear and as good as I thought it would be.
I'm crunching on ice. You can talk about Carol.
Half Moon Cay for Carol. Key. I will get it. And Kylie says, I've not done a Caribbean cruise, but planning one. So this broadcast is so important to me. Good. Great. And Gary says, Half Moon Cay is such a beautiful beach to walk. You're right. I love doing that. You get to walk the length of it back and forth. It is nice. Beautiful walking.
What's your favorite Alaskan private island?
Funny.
Is that why you don't love Alaska? You don't get to get off and go snorkeling and swim at the beach?
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely missed that.
So one of the things that also kind of skews us about private islands is how you get to the island.
Yes.
Because some of them are still tenders and some of them are you dock at a pier and you get to walk on yourself, which is...
For sure. I mean, that always ranks in my head is, for instance, if you watch the videos, this Ocean Key, you can get on and off as often as you want. And, I forgot to bring my snorkeling gear the second day we were there. So Jerry just walked back and got it for me. We wouldn't have done that if we had to be waiting for a tender boat to get on and off and all of that sort of thing. So for me personally, if the private island has a dock and you can get on and off as you wish, that puts it way up there in my list of my favorite spot, because that's a much, I prefer that convenience.
So ones that are like that
are
Half Moon Cay, Princess Cay, Stirrup Cay. Those are
all tender.
You have to tender in. So that's the downside of those ones, as much as it's a favorite, right?
Right. Whereas Norwegian's location in the Belize has a private dock. Carnival's location in Roatan has a private dock. MSC, obviously we were docked. Is there more? Am I missing any?
Royal Caribbean has one.
Has a dock. That's right, for sure.
Harvest Cay.
Harvest Cay.
Harvest Key, sorry.
Harvest Key.
That's the Belize Norwegian private island. Right. Yes. And Food Shack has the best funnel cakes.
Ooh, include it. Now I really want to go. I love funnel cakes. Nice.
Wanda saying your water was spectacular. Cruise MSC. Yeah. And if I think the draw of a private island, and the reason the cruise companies know there's such a want for them is that idealistic idea of a little island in the ocean with some sand and a palm tree poking out, and you get to hang up your hammock and just relax and let the world's troubles go by, right? I think that's, when I go look at a private island, that's what I'm looking for. So I'm not looking for Disneyland. I'm looking for palm trees and sand, right?
And I agree. 9 times out of 10, I am like that too. We definitely felt that on this MSC experience. We were just sitting there under the palm trees. Jerry's been working so much lately, and I looked over, as you guys saw him, I turned on the camera and I could see him totally in relaxed mode, just his toes tapping to the music he was listening to in his headset. And, there was nobody around us. It was quiet. It was peaceful. It was bliss, and it was paradise. We really felt like we were able to spend not just one day, but 2 days in paradise on that private island. And we paid $0 to do that. Like, once we got there, I mean, obviously it's included in your fare, but we didn't open our wallet the 2 days that we were on that private island. Now you could, if you wanted to, you could buy and rent things, but we didn't have to. And the drink package was included. So that was nice. You didn't even have to buy a bottle of water. That was all included because we had the drink package. So that was lovely.
Jules wants to know if it's Key or K. We kind of talked a little bit about that earlier, but usually it's Key, but a lot of people say K, and I think either one's kind of acceptable, that people know what you're talking about. And that Jules wouldn't want to just to go to a private beach and be in a swimming pool, which is kind of funny because I would agree with you, but then send me to Nachi Kokum or Mr. Sancho's and Cozumel, and I'll spend all day in the pool beside the ocean. So
while I'm snorkeling though. So
So
yeah, it depends on your preference,
depends
right?
on what your mood is, really.
And
Sometimes.
I'm with you, Jules. I want to be in the ocean. If the ocean is swimmable and I can get in it, that's my goal. Mm-hmm.
And Angela brings up a good point that if you are tendering in, then if it's rough seas, there's a lot of stories of people trying to get to the private islands. It gets canceled because they can't get in.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a disappointment for sure.
And that can even happen at the ones that do have a pier. I know that there was a cruise for Norwegian last year that tried to get into the Belize Harvest Key, and they had to cancel because it was too rough to even dock. So, and that can happen anywhere.
Yeah, it can.
That's the reality.
Sure.
So,
yeah.
So that is best beaches. What's another category you want to cover?
Best included food.
Best free food on a private island.
Yeah, included.
We already see a couple answers here that some people have already answered.
Oh yeah, right.
Best free food. I have to just put my brain in gear here and think about all the private places with free food.
So I'll answer this one first. But what I want to say before I answer it is, now that I saw Brian's comment about the best funnel cakes, and I've heard the food on Coco Key is phenomenal. That is included. So I definitely want to try their food, and we haven't done that. But out of the ones that we've tried, for me, it would be Holland America's private island. And the reason why I give the food the best is the cupcakes. You have to have their cupcakes, and they don't have them on the cruise ship. They make them just for the island in our experience, but I love their cupcakes. But I've also had good chicken sandwiches, and they have other different, salads and barbecue stuff and all of that. But yeah, for me, it's Holland America for the food. What's yours?
For me, they're all really close.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm really not, this will sound odd coming from me if you've watched any of our vlogs, but I'm not really going to the island for food.
Yeah.
One of the few spots in the world.
True.
But if I can get, anything from a salad to a burger or a dog or a muffin or a dessert or, that I'm happy with what I get. So like even MSC, even though it wasn't the same caliber as Half Moon Key, I think it did the job. I didn't have to go back to the ship. If I wanted to, it was only a 10-minute walk to go back to the ship and have anything I wanted on the ship.
Well, it's true. I mean, we weren't upset. We knew that the food wasn't great from the first day we were there. So the second day I said, just get me some fries and I'll go to the buffet when we get back on the ship. And so that was a lovely option to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I had some really good Italian sausage at that buffet. Like, yeah, it wasn't Half Moon Key. It didn't have the desserts, definitely. The muffins, cupcakes. Which one are they?
Cupcakes.
I never get them right. But, and then I think a Princess Keys, and it's pretty typical of the rest too. So yeah, they all seem to have very similar stuff on their buffets. Obviously, we haven't been to Coco Key to see.
Yeah. And Angela is saying Labradee is her number one for food. So there you go.
Cheryl says Half Moon Key first. So we'll put her up there since she agreed with you.
Okay. Cheryl.
Angela's going to wait a second now.
Oh, yeah.
She
so
did
again, we haven't tried that.
She had Half Moon Key second, but yeah, Labradee.
Okay.
Labadee-ba-doo.
Oh my.
That's a hint.
Well,
Nobody will know what that means until after we get back from the next vlog. Yeah, and Virgin's food. Here's an interesting comment.
Oh, Aubrey and Steve says Virgin's food at the Bimini Beach Resort was their favorite. Nice. There you go.
We did not eat there. We did go by and watch other people eat there. It might sound kind of weird, but we didn't sit and stare at them. But we walked through the area.
We went over to check out the menu because we had heard rumors that it was really expensive. If you're not there with Virgin, which we weren't, we were there on, why can't I think of the ship? What ship were we on?
We were there on the Marella.
Yes, thank you. We were there on the Marella. So the food wasn't, we paid to go and stay at the resort for the day, and food wasn't included. And so we went and looked at the menu, and the food was around $20 American a person. And so we decided, no, that's all right. We'll eat when we get back on the ship. We
brought a bag of smart food.
Yeah, that's true.
That held us through. We were resourceful that day. Oh, we didn't even know if we were going to be there long enough to have a meal because it was kind of bad weather.
The rain, it rained on and off the whole time we were there, and we kept saying, "Are we going to be here the whole day?" Because if we were going to be there the whole day, we were going to go eat at the restaurant. But then the weather was just so precarious that, yeah. Anyways,
maybe since we're getting towards the end, we should see straight out. Doesn't matter about anything. Best private island.
The best private island. Okay, everybody, let us know what is your favorite private island.
Maybe even top 3.
Top 3? Yeah. Okay.
Are you going to go yet?
Yeah. Well, for me, because it's about the resort and the snorkeling and all of that, I'm going to go with Ocean Key that I just got off of, because I loved that there was different option of different places to go. It wasn't just one big long beach. And so that would be my favorite, because of it had a dock, it had multiple places to go, it had a beautiful bar, it did have food included. So I'm saying it was my favorite one. Mm-hmm.
I guess I have to go with my idealistic Canuck Key private island.
Oh, you're going to make your own, are you?
And combine the three elements I liked, which was the sand and the beach at Half Moon Key that we talked about. And I would say the Princess Keys bar and band. That was, they were so amazing and so unique. It's still stuck in my brain to this day.
Yeah.
And then the last little bit would be, I guess, Ocean Keys beaches. And wide options available there, the whole area. So with an honorable mention to Mahogany Bay, I still think that when my brain goes to a jungle, private tropical island setting, I still think of Mahogany Bay. When I wake up in the morning in Mahogany Bay and I look around, I feel like I'm in an island paradise. That's kind of how I feel. So that's why it gets honorable mention.
All right.
LouTube is saying private island, Coco Cay.
Okay. Yeah.
Haven't been there.
Mm-hmm.
And Gary's
Half Moon. Yeah.
And Ob and Steve are saying Ocean Key.
Nice.
And
James and
Kimmy Cat is saying Gilligan's.
Gilligan's. Nice.
So was that the original filming location? That's like right downtown LA.
Okay, and Aubrey and Steve. Sorry.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. So you can talk about it.
Okay, Aubrey and Steve are saying that the Lighthouse Bar on Ocean Key was top for scenery. Absolutely. We really enjoyed going there after we had danced in the sand. Dancing in the sand at night, we had fun there, but that's a lot of workout, dancing in the sand. After dancing for a few songs, I'm like, oh, I'm beat. Let's go have a seat. So anyways, we went to the Lighthouse Bar, and oh, it's gorgeous there, looking out.
Yeah, we kind of stumbled on it by mistake.
No, we didn't stumble on it. We knew it was there.
I didn't know it was there.
I knew it was there. I intentionally brought us there. Yeah. But we didn't make it there during the day. It was so hot.
Well, I think the best private island is the one that makes you relax, take your shoes off, put your feet up, and just appreciate that you're on a vacation and the wonderful lucky situation to find yourself in with someone that you love. I think that is the perfect private island, regardless of where it is in the world.
Well, there you go. And I felt that when we were on Ocean Key. So that's why I put that there for sure.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, I think everybody has their own idyllic vision of what is paradise to them. Yeah. And some work better for others. And I think that's a personal thing.
But I think overall, depending on no matter what cruise line you're sailing with, if they go to their private island, you're going to have a good day. They're all very nice and beautiful places for sure. We've yet to go to one that we're like, oh, we don't want to go back there. That's definitely not been the case. They've all been wonderful and had great times at all of them. Yeah.
Sounds good. So we're 3 minutes over. So I think we're going to call it.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining.
And next week we are going to be back again on Sunday.
We are.
And we are going to be talking about one of the most biggest controversies in cruising. We debate with people, and this may sound funny. Food is so subjective that we're going to talk all about cruise ship food, figure out who's got the best food and why, and break that down next week. So we're going to talk all about one of our favorite things. Maybe we should eat during that live.
Oh.
So thanks everybody for joining.
Yes, thank you.
Have a good week.
Yes.
And watch for the vlogs this week as we continue on our MSC adventure. And we will see you in 7 days next Sunday.
Bye for now.